You are now live.
I am live, but I'm taking a selfie. Oh,
Hi, friends.
That's cute. Hi. Hello.
Hey. Wait, I really have to get in here for this to work.
You guys, this is my last interview of the whole week. I've had like 20 interviews, so I'm doing this one from bed.
Yeah, that was the condition. She's like, okay, you can interview me, but it's got to be in bed. I was like,
It's gotta
fine.
be in bed.
So, can you guys hear us
Can
okay?
you see and hear us?
Give me some hearts if you can hear us.
Hi, friends. I'm just taking one more selfie. Don't be alarmed.
This is what real life work is like over here in this household. This is Amanda.
I love Lena being my roomie.
Okay. So I have some questions
Hi, love.
for Miss Amanda Francis, and I will intro. God, I feel like you need a signature intro.
Wait, are we sideways for you guys? Can everyone
Yeah,
turn
we're
their
be-
phone though?
We would be sideways.
Do you guys mind turning your phones? Is everyone okay? Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
this is Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Thank
She
you for
is-
having me on Lena's live stream.
You guys, Amanda, meet my people.
Hi.
People meet Amanda.
Hi, humans.
Amanda is one of my very best friends in the world, and also happens to be a money-making machine. This is what you do.
That is true.
You live and breathe it.
I am very excellent at making money.
Yes. So, I have some questions for her, and then I'm going to ask you guys if you have any questions. You can ask too, but she's in the hot seat. I'm going to interview you.
I said something about someone not being prepared for an interview yesterday,
So
and Lena was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be that girl." I was
yeah, I got questions, bitch.
I
Get
was
ready.
like, we could have just riffed. Okay, I'm ready.
But these are good. So
Okay, I'm sure they're perfect.
and then we'll tell them about what you have, your course. It's the last day to get it.
Last day to enroll.
It's a very important today. I took this course. It's a life-changing course. It's something that you'll have for the rest of your life, and it really does change changes your perspective instantaneously.
And you have all content and all updates for life, and I add to it every year. It's become it has a life of its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also told the people we were going to tell that we made some big claims yesterday. I was in the car with her. I said that we were going to teach you how to manifest friendships because we manifested each other. And really, a lot of people do ask me about that. And then we said we'd teach you about manifesting money. And then this one came through.
It said big penis.
Right. So clearly she has some sort of bonus for us today. Some bonus content.
I mean, I can. I am available for this conversation always.
This is what you didn't hear about on her money making. This is the extra bonus. How
I
to
know.
manifest. I can't even say it.
Big cock. Why?
She's bold. I can't do it.
I don't know. You do it in real life? To me, you do it, not on camera.
Do what?
Say words like penis.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant manifest big.
Oh, and she really does, though. Like, really does. Very high standards.
For what? For men?
Big penises.
Oh my god. Okay. What if my mom is watching this? Mom, don't watch this.
She knows.
No, she doesn't know that.
She knows. She knows. Moms always know.
Okay. So I'm really embarrassed here. Okay. So obviously our vibe is manifestation. That's what we live and breathe. We use manifestation in our own ways, same concepts to manifest everything.
Yes.
So for our beginners out there, Miss Amanda Francis, because I know you and I know the principles that you teach in your course you've been doing for a while and they're like second nature to you.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of it's become second nature.
So for people just starting out who it's not that fast, how much time do you spend on money mindset? Like changing, like how much actual time are we doing this work?
Well, there's no right or wrong. No one's grading you. This isn't school. No one's grading you. So it just depends how. I would say what feels good to you, because I think you could change your life watching one helpful or inspirational thing a week. I'm more of like an all-in kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
If it were me and I signed up for the money course, I would do one bonus a day probably, because the videos are shorter. The bonus videos are between like 15 and 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I would do one bonus video a day and do the homework and affirmations that day probably. But if someone decided to do it much slower than that, do we think they can't manifest money? No. It's just how fast you want to rework your own brain. But I don't like to view things as like success fail vibes. I like to view everything as progress. So I think, and to make it even simpler, once you understand the principles of changing your mind and shifting your energy, once you get what that is, I would say shifting into a frequency of receiving money 30 seconds a day would change your life.
Okay.
I think if you set the timer for 30 seconds and held the vibe of feeling the feelings of receiving for 30 seconds. So the thing is, when you still have a lot of limiting beliefs and doubts and fears, you can't do those 30 seconds because you don't believe it's possible. You don't believe it's real. You don't think it can happen. So that's where the work in the course comes in, where we clear out all that shit and disprove and reorganize and tell new stories and all the things. But once you've cleared out those beliefs, you can hold the vibe. And when new beliefs pop up, you know what to do with them.
So it's
Does that make sense?
totally. So it's disproving the beliefs, and kind of once you've done that and done those practical steps like you cover in your course, then the work becomes practicing the feeling, and that can be as little as 30 seconds a day will shift.
I think so. Yeah, so feeling the feelings. Okay, so everything is vibration. Thoughts are vibrations. Okay, here's the things. I'm going to make it really simple. Energy follows thought. Energy follows emotion. Energy follows feeling. Energy follows imagination, right? So energy follows all these things. So an energy is what we're attracting from. The energetic vibration in our body at any time is what we are an energetic match for. That is your point of attraction. So when you change your thoughts, change your emotions, change what you're imagining, thinking about, expecting, feeling, anticipating, all the things, you change what you're a match for and what you're attracting. So when you're unaware of your thoughts, your patterns, your energies, how you show up and how you feel, you seem like you have no control over life. Mm-hmm. That fucking sucks. As you start to see how you are the creator, the ultimate creator all the time, and every single thing that shows up you are a match for in one way or another, it gets to be that sounds kind of scary, but it's not. It's fun. It's fun. It's like we ask each other all the time, well, what was going on with you? Like, why did you want that? Or why did you believe you couldn't have something else? Or like, what is this really about for you? And like, yeah, and once you start playing with that stuff, it gets really fun. Money becomes a game you play.
I like that. I like the idea of making it fun.
I think it's fucking fun.
And I think the more fun you make it, the better energy and vibe you have around it. So it's kind of just creating like a vibe around you that makes you receptive and attractive to money.
The energetic, the frequency in your energetic field. It's shifting that, and that shifts what you attract.
And you know what I also noticed, and this is like a later question, and I already know the answer.
Okay.
But how important is it to you in creating a money vibe about like the people you're talking to, the conversations you're in, the places that you're going to, that you're surrounding your home environment?
Oh, it's easy now because I have people like you and all my friends in my life, and like my family knows not to say crazy shit around me, but like it's hard at first. It's so hard when you're beginning to think and feel differently and the whole world around you doesn't get it and see it. And I think one thing Lane and I had in common is we were very dedicated that we were going to create our lives intentionally. So we were both very determined to like do it alone if we had to for a time. Mm-hmm. Like I had a season of not hanging out with a lot of people and not really doing a lot socially because it was so important to me to like do the work, hold the vibe. And that, I don't know, I don't want that to be scary or sad, but when you realize that you're not feeling good around people, it becomes better to be alone. And I'm not saying you have to be alone very long, or maybe for some of you, you won't have to be alone at all. Maybe you can manifest the new people right in before the old people even leave. I mean, the possibilities are endless. But for me personally, I got really, really, really picky and kind of eliminated everyone. And then one at a time called really, really, really great friends into my life. This is like 5 years ago. You guys are all still my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, to talk about like manifesting people into your life, I think it's very important to be intentional about who you want to call in and what their beliefs are, because who
How
you're around and what you're talking about matters, and it matters for attracting money as well. You can't be having like low vibe conversations about things and not believe in possibility and have that part of your life.
Right. And so this is my belief. If your dad, boyfriend, pastor, professor, or therapist doesn't get it, stop talking to them about it. There was just a season when I stopped talking to a whole lot of people about my business. And when they asked me how it was going, I'd be like, it's fine. It's fine. And it was people who, these aren't bad people. Like, my parents love me, want me to be successful,
Oof.
but I'm scared. I freak them out. Like, you can imagine. I freak them out. I moved around the country. I started a business. I just freaked them out so many times.
My mom can't even deal with me going to Mexico.
So I stopped talking to them about it, and it was like when they're like, so how's your business going? And I was broke as fuck. I'd be like, it's great. I just wasn't going to go. I wasn't going to entertain conversations that weren't going to build me up. And it wouldn't have served me to justify myself in those conversations. So I stayed in conversations where I didn't have to justify anything.
Because it all matters.
Right.
What you say matters. Like, what you're talking about to people matters. And sometimes...
Ooh, why would you feel bad? Why would you let yourself feel bad?
But don't you have to sometimes talk yourself out of your current reality? Like, say you have a ton of debt. Say you have a ton of bills. You're not going to be sitting talking about... Like, you're talking... I personally like to talk where I'm going.
Totally.
And think about where I'm going and not
Totally.
be focusing on what is now, because that's
Totally.
a result of your past.
Totally. I agree completely. And the past is in the past. Let's leave it back there. Yeah, the past only lives in our memory, which is an interesting thing. The past only lives in our memory and our retelling of stories.
It's weird.
Doesn't even actually exist.
It's not real.
So why are we
Don't even get us on like time and that kind of shit.
So why are we
down a whole rabbit
So why are we harping on shit? But no. So here's the thing. All those people that are like invalidating you or like that you don't feel good talking to about your life or business or perception or whatever, all of that stops when you're not an energetic match anymore. So when you still have a lot of doubt in your being, people reflect a lot of doubt back to you. But when you're primarily confident about who you are and what you're here to do and like the vision for your life, you stop getting it reflected back to you. So when people say and do crazy things toward you, recognize that it is a mirror of something going on in you, and also don't entertain it. Those are my thoughts.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay, so how do we create a money vibe?
So the way to create a vibe for anything is to feel the feelings of it already being yours. So the easiest thing for me is always, how would I feel if I already had a pay in full client? How would I feel if I already had the bonus or the raise? How would I feel if the money came unexpectedly and I don't even know how it came? Like, how would I feel?
So you sit there with yourself and you have a moment and you're like...
We'll do it right now.
Okay.
I did it a few minutes ago. And I went, how... Okay, so I was like, here was my vibe. I was a little frantic. I was like, I need to get another email out. One more interview of the day. When am I going to write the next social media post? And I was just aware of stuff that needs to be done today. And then I went, why are you doing these things, Amanda? And I was like, to have a 7-figure launch. And I was like, that's ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. So then I was like, what if the 7-figure launch had already occurred, and no matter what I do, no matter what I fucking do, it's just happening. It is so fucking completely inevitable. And I was like, oh. And then I just got into the feeling of like, it feels celebratory, it feels exciting, it feels like, holy fuck, I did it. It feels like a rush of energy. It feels enthusiastic and proud and hopeful and thankful and gratitude, and it feels all the things. So I feel those feelings.
You played the part. You like acted it out.
Yeah, so then I just hold the vibe. I hold that feeling.
It's like acting.
Kinda. It's like, to me it feels like imagining.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel it. So if I had a lot of limiting beliefs around it, how a 7-figure launch is impossible and it's hard and it can't happen and the sales aren't high enough and blah, 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 then I would have like things to look at and to disprove each of those beliefs and tell new stories, whatever, get those out of the way. But I don't have any of those. I fully believe it's possible. So all I have to do is feel.
I like that.
Yeah. That's good. Do you guys like hanging out with us on live stream?
Okay.
Isn't this so fun?
I have a question.
Okay.
For people, this is a hypothetical question. Say you knew a person who doesn't like to work hard. Just say you just like
I don't know anyone like that.
Say you had a friend who just doesn't like to work hard. You know? Those people are around sometimes.
That's not true. That was true. You moved to California and you were burnt out from being an attorney and you did not want to work. I've never seen someone want to work less in my life.
I did 0.
It was so funny.
I made a lot of friends. I did a lot of.
You stretched in the morning. You should. Being at Lena's house is like a spiritual experience. You stretch in the morning. You make a tea.
Yeah, you have good vibe music on.
Yeah,
it's a whole flowy thing.
It's a whole flow experience. I grab my laptop within 5 seconds of waking, typically.
I'm like, what? I've just been 2 hours aligning. What are you doing?
She's like, I can't work yet. I have to align for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a disaster. But everyone likes different things. I just said on my last live stream that I like working. I've always liked working. I like working a lot. But like I've watched people in my course who didn't have jobs and didn't want. There's this one girl from 2017 I love. And she's always writing in the I think it's the class of 2017. It's one of the past classes. She's always writing, I got this check, I got this refund, I got this money in, still don't have a job. And like, she's having the best time using the principles without a job.
So you're saying we don't have to work hard to make money?
I'm gonna full circle this because I'm gonna go through all the extremes. So there's this woman who doesn't want a job who's using the principles and receiving money, and I'm just like, this is amazing. I actually had a summer in college where I could not work. I had an unpaid internship, and it was like what I needed to be doing that summer. And I manifested money that whole summer. All kinds of crazy things. So it's not that I think this is like about working. I watch people use these principles through their businesses, through their careers, through their jobs, through their partners' jobs. The energy and frequency of money is not limited by a job. This is why Abraham Hicks has videos on winning the lottery. You know what I mean? Like, people feel the vibes of things and attract and call things into their life, period. For me, is the path of least resistance my career? Yes. Do I like working? So can I get a lot of faith and positive momentum around actions? Yes, that is who I am. Okay. Other people can have different vibes for what it means to flow in their life. So I'm going to say a few things.
Oh, shit.
One, you can be a vibrational match to money, and one little tiny action in your business can call in money. You've done this. Like, you're just flowing whatever. You're like, oh, I just feel inspired to say this little thing or reach out to this one person. That can be instant money. That wasn't hard. That's not necessarily hard work, right?
No, absolutely not.
So I'm going to say that because there is easy ways that money comes in all the time. Even during this launch, where I'm doing all these interviews, this last few days of the launch, the most of the launch was easy. We had a $300,000 pre-sale, and I felt like I barely did anything. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I'm dedicated to hard work being the way for money. I just like working. Okay, anyway. So the other thing I want to say about you is it's becoming less and less true that Lena doesn't like to work. Guys, there are times where Lena's like, I really am just in the zone, and I'm not gonna meet up with you today because I'm like in the zone. I'm like,
you're like,
oh, where did this come from? Or like, I just have to get back home because I actually just really want to write that email. And I'm like, are you me? What happened? And I'm like, can we just stay out a little longer?
I mean, I'm like, wait a minute. So you want to be flowy and I want to work? Like, what the fuck?
Maybe we're positively influencing each other.
Yeah.
But you have become someone who's you've always been in love with your work, but I think you're becoming someone who's just feeling more strategic and into the intelligent ways you're going to grow your brand, and you're just feeling it right now.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't like to work thing isn't going to be a thing forever.
It's not a thing. I've just learned.
But it was really.
But I'm just like,
there were
it got
like
scary.
about a year ago, you were like telling me something about a dollar amount you wanted for the month, and I was like, but you like weren't doing anything, and she wanted to come in through her business, and I'm like, do you have anything for sale?
I'm like, well,
and have you told any of the people what they can buy?
But the funny thing is, like, even when I wasn't working hard, I still manifested.
You were always manifesting.
I manifest money. It doesn't have.
No, there were checks. There were referral checks. There were things.
I know.
You would get like large checks sometimes, and it would be like shocking.
I know.
What's the biggest check you've ever gotten?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe like a $50,000 check, a fee.
You guys, that's not normal. I don't like to work, but I got a $50,000 check.
But
Lena.
Because I know
Dash Lena.
I can shift things fast.
Of course you can.
I can shift things fast.
Right, so that's why we would say it's never limited to a job or a career or a business.
And it doesn't have to come from one specific source. And I heard you talking about this earlier, and I love when you teach on this, the more pressure you put, like, this course has to
it has to come
money.
from this course or this person. You never want to put that pressure on yourself or on anyone else. Yeah. I mean, with clients, it's always this. I think this is one of the reasons, like, we get hundreds of people in courses, is I don't put pressure on any of them. I completely do not feel like my destiny and worth and my earning potential is contingent on you or you or you or you or you. I don't feel that at all.
One vehicle.
No, I like, if it's not this person, it's someone better. If it's not this avenue, it's a different one. It's always fine. So I just stay a vibrational match for money, or a vibrational match with the number of people I know are enrolling in a course. I stay a match to the thing I desire, feeling the feelings of already having it. And I don't have to put pressure on anyone. I can just say, if you feel called, please join me. Like, I feel light about it. But I think it's just like in love. You know how you've gone on a date with someone and they're like, I love you, I have to marry you now. And you're like, ah. But someone who's more just like chill and getting to know you is going to feel a lot more attractive. Pressure just doesn't feel good to any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's limited in thinking. I mean, truly, like, none of those things are the source of your abundance.
No.
They're vehicles that it can flow to, but that they're
Totally.
not the source.
Yeah. I have a old vlog that says money doesn't come from clients, money flows through clients. Money's just flowing through all these things, not coming from these things.
And who is the real source?
God.
God. Thank you, God, for all this abundance.
Do you like how I'm pointing with my toes to the ceiling?
To God. And you know what, another thing we do, and what's really cool is, like, when you have people who are like-minded friends, you realize how much, like, manifestation and everything just becomes part of your lifestyle. Like, how often are we thanking for things in advance? Like, thank you so much, God, for this. Like, you know, like,
No,
we
totally.
talk like this all the time. Like, we're constantly,
Yeah.
like, last night we're singing songs about her lunch, you know.
Seven-figure lunch. Seven-figure lunch. I'm not mad at a seven-figure lunch.
I mean, and so like, it's part of our life, is like calling things into our life.
Getting grateful in advance. I learned this in my late teens. Like, yeah, getting grateful in advance is a very powerful thing. Feeling really
Very
thankful for
powerful.
something that hasn't come yet moves some shit.
Yeah, and you can use that for anything, not just money. I mean, for manifesting anything.
I am so
Like,
thankful.
so grateful for my apartment that just manifested. Thank you, God.
I'm thankful too.
I had to. Are you, or are you sad?
I'm not. No, I'm sad you're leaving, but I'm thankful that you're gonna have a place where you're gonna have it, because
Now we have a WeHo home.
we have a WeHo home, because she has the key to my house. I'm gonna have a key to her house,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna be like, oh, I need to go rest on the couch of my WeHo home between
Yeah.
meetings.
'Cause
Lena, I'm on my
We're
way.
gonna do WeHo on the weekend.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
And you're gonna come back here every week.
Yeah, unless I'm working and I can't be bothered.
She sometimes can't be bothered. It is the funniest thing for you to tell me that you just can't be fucked with me right now
Very
because
rare.
you're working.
Very rare.
Like, what is happening?
I know. The ground is shifting.
The ground is shifted, you guys. The
The
ground,
ground
is
is
shifted.
shifting. I'm in a whole new vibe. Like, this is a whole new.
You are.
This is a whole new level for. Like,
Your life is a whole new vibe.
my everything is a whole new vibe
It's a
right
whole
now.
new vibe.
Wait till I tell you. Hold on.
Started what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Are we gonna tell them or no?
No.
Okay.
Because we don't know who's on this live.
Can
I
I
used
give
to
the
be able
general
to-
idea?
No.
Okay. Sorry. Try.
I'll have to, like, this will be for another time. I think I'll have to, like, exclude boys out of the live.
Oh.
So,
We
okay.
can't. I'm sure people are saying really great things.
Should we look at the comments?
Oh, do you have more things you want to ask me?
Yeah, one more question.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, say, how do you break through to a next level? Like, so say you have, so a lot of my people are starting out,
I was gonna look at questions, but I couldn't get the audio to go off.
so say, okay, so a lot of my people are starting off in their businesses. They're either starting out being coaches, or they're at their first level of coaching, and they're making like a couple grand a month consistently. How do they jump up to that next level?
So, a couple things. Stop making it such a thing. If you start viewing a $10,000 or a $20,000 a month as like this unobtainable, impossible thing, that's pressure and resistance. So I would say to you, what if it was obvious, natural, easy, automatic, it was just where you're going, in not that long, you're going to be talking about $10,000 months. Like, how does anyone live off that? That is devastating. You know what I mean? So, like, and make it no big deal. Make it no big deal. A coach said this to me a long, long time ago when I was, like, at $100,000 months and I couldn't imagine going to more and I was freaking out. She was like, Amanda, to a truly wealthy person, $100,000 months are nothing. Like, really, this is not a lot of money. And once I stopped viewing it as a lot of money, it changed everything. So that'd be one thing. So let's take the pressure off and not make it a big deal. The other thing is feel the feelings as though it's already yours. Take the pressure off and feel it as though it's already yours. Those are my answers.
Amen. Okay. I think those are my questions, and we kind of covered it, but I do think it's important because, like, I do notice this. Like, it's important to surround your environment with things that make you feel abundant and make you feel rich, right?
Yeah, I think everyone's different. So, like, I don't know. I, for a long time, would just practice the feelings of receiving money even when my environment wasn't very luxury. Like, when my hotels weren't very luxury, when my life wasn't very luxury, I was still feeling it.
But I think there's ways to, like, create feelings even without having, like...
Totally.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it's required for everyone. Like, I definitely know entrepreneurs who it was, like, a very big deal to, like, go to a 5-star resort and order a glass of champagne and, like, get into a vibe of, like, where they were going. And I get it. Like, I get how that vibration would work. And it wasn't necessarily required for me. That's what I'm saying. So I think everyone's different. But, like, now that I'm a little bit more laid back and relaxed and, like, flowing through life more, I'm very obsessed with making my tea and lighting my candles and but that's to help me get into a chill vibe, not an abundant vibe. But abundant vibes.
Creating a vibe. It's
creating vibes in the areas I want to grow right now.
I like that.
Yeah.
And you can create vibes. I mean, I think our whole life is creating vibes.
Elena is an expert vibe creator.
I really am an expert vibe creator.
I think I'm a really good vibe embodier. I can just conjure up the feeling and feel it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You're a really excellent vibe creator.
Yeah. What's the craziest thing you've manifested?
Other than millions of dollars?
Other than millions of dollars. Anything recently?
The diamond story is fucking good and ridiculous.
Is so good.
I don't think I can tell it yet.
Okay. We'll have to do a follow-up.
No, I'm going to tell it. It's fine. You guys, I'm just going to tell you.
Because this is a great practice.
Okay. I sometimes will keep a little vision board on the back of my phone.
The screensaver.
As the screensaver. And you can't really... Okay. So just imagine in the corner of my screen was a huge 12-karat round diamond. And say it stood for, like, being engaged at some point. And say you had this diamond on your screen for a very long time. Not really, like 2 months. And then say your publicist texts you one day and says, Amanda, this diamond manufacturer, I don't know how to describe it yet. We haven't signed the contract. This diamond manufacturer is obsessed with you. He wants you to be the spokesperson for his diamonds. You'll do photo shoots. You'll do this. You'll do that. He's getting a 12-karat diamond cut for you right now to wear on your right hand in the photo shoot. It's going to be this whole I can buy my own diamonds. Huge ring on my right hand. I don't need a man. And I'm like, oh my God, I put the diamond on the vision board. I'm getting the diamond and it's not.
So the universe had jokes.
The universe had jokes on jokes. But then I realigned and got clearer about what the diamond represented, because it's not about a fucking diamond. And I put some different kind of images on the board that are more emotionally in line with what I actually want. But isn't it funny that we put the diamond and path of least resistance, I get the diamond through a partnership, because the path of least resistance is always the thing.
But what she wanted was a diamond from a man.
Yeah, so now we just have different images here now. Different vibes.
I came home and this one's on Pinterest in a frenzy. I've got to find a new image for this. All these images are not it. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, what? This is a fucking diamond.
I was like, this guy's too short. I don't like the pattern of this guy's hair, the curl pattern of this guy's hair. I was acting crazy, screenshotting. And then I'm like, she's brunette. She can't be in the picture. I was acting nuts. And then I made my new vision board. And I'm still going to take the deal from the diamond company, obviously.
But now we're getting a little more specific with the universe.
Yeah.
Telling them what we want exactly.
The universe had jokes on jokes.
I wonder if the universe... Has that happened to me? where I got something that like was the literal version of it. I feel like I just
What a
kinda
disaster.
get what I want.
I think we all get what we want, yeah.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, you always get what you want, what you feel you're worthy of, what you believe you can have.
Yeah.
You guys, Money Mentality Makeover enrollment closes tonight at midnight.
2 nights. Yeah, this is your last chance to get in.
Let's talk about it really quick. So, it's an amazing course. So what I have to say about it, it started out as a mindset course. That was what it initially was. So the first 3 modules are like mindset vibes. Like my 9-step process for manifesting anything is very structured and organized. And then over the years, I added a new module every year. So as I got into more like quantum manifesting with even more ease, going through the 9 steps of the course in seconds instead of in like, however long it takes you to go through it the first time. Like I just updated the course as I went, and then I started adding to the bonuses. So there's bonuses on the energy and vibration of overflow and feeling into overflow as a means of like paying off debt and investing and saving and all those things. There's bonuses on healing and forgiving and releasing the past.
These are my favorite parts.
I know. I think the bonuses are as good as the course.
I think they're the best parts. They're like little Amanda Francis pep talks. And I told her the other day, I was like, yeah, I listen to your shit when I need like a pep talk.
I didn't know she was listening to me. It's
yeah.
Because you bought the money course a long time ago.
Yeah, forever ago.
Like the first year it was out, maybe.
Yeah, but so when you get in it, you get to stay in there, and
right.
so you get all the updates.
You get content and updates for life. Yeah, as I add stuff. It's gonna be the only money course you ever need. I designed it that way. It's already so full. So all the bonuses have different energies. They're infused with different vibes. My intention is that with the bonuses, you can just listen to them in the background of your life and elevate your energy and your understanding.
You got to surround yourself with this shit. And I think this is a really good tip in general, is to surround yourself constantly with these ideas and these principles and the mindset shifts, because it becomes part of you by osmosis. You just let that stuff play in the background, play it in your car, like
I agree. That's what I did years and years ago when I was first feeling into these different frequencies, like being an entrepreneur, earning money through something I loved. I listened to the people who had what I wanted in the background of my life. So there's workbooks and meditations and affirmations and all these active things, but there's also just listening to it, and just being with it.
It's like create your own adventure with the course. You can kind of
create your own adventure, Money Mentality Makeover course.
Royalties, thank you. You guys heard that? I came up with that. Is she?
Royalties.
We're also.
She's my attorney.
Wait, do we need a royalty song?
Wait. I make money all the time, even through royalties. People pay me in all the ways, and things come in my account and in the mail, and it's money all the time.
That works.
AmandaFrancis.com/money. Go through and read the success stories and testimonials. Oh,
and the link is in my bio.
Oh, use Lena's link though, so she gets credit for the referral.
And then,
what do they get when they use your link?
So, wow, that's so good. That was so cute. So, we're about to do like other funny lives. Sometimes I know we don't have time. So when you sign up through my link, if you pay it in full, you get an hour session with me, coaching session, live one-on-one private sesh, and you get my manifesting course as well, which is my own method. So it's going to be a different take. It's not concentrated on money. You can apply it to anything.
Yeah. But
I think they're
it'll be good complementary. Yeah. You'll just have all the manifesting vibes.
And what's great is like sometimes something, like I like to hear from different teachers and I like to hear different concepts, because sometimes something will hit you the right way.
Yeah.
And it's one thing that someone will say that will shift your entire perspective. So anyways, you get a session with me. If you pay in full, you get an hour session. If you do the payment plan, which is a really easy, reasonable payment plan as well.
Oh, I make it so easy.
You get a 30-minute session with me.
And okay, so if they pay in full, they get a 1 hour. If they get a payment plan, they get 30 minutes.
Yes.
I also have a pay in full. A pay in full bonus. If you do the pay in full, I give you my abundance candle, which is in a candle scented with essential oils with crystal inside. So my intention is that you'll light the candle while you listen to the course and do your journaling.
Light the candle.
Yeah, think about money when you light the candle. Lena, what did you think about the last time you lit an abundance candle?
Well, we had this story last night, and
you thought about?
We're not doing it. I wasn't thinking about what I should be thinking about.
There's no wrong to it.
No. I wasn't strategic when I lit my abundance candle. I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm going to try to manifest money. Let me light my abundance candle. I was on some other thing, and so I manifested a ton of...
The thing we said we were going to tell you how to manifest.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. That's what you told me last night. Eggplant emoji.
What? Jesus, Amanda.
We said we would tell them, we just did.
I gotta go.
Full circle.
Go.
Full circle.
No, I manifested.
Okay.
And we're back. See, the God is like, she's not supposed to be talking about that right now.
Okay.
I
so-
manifested great dates. But a lot of them.
Uh-huh.
And there were no dates for a long time. And then I lit the abundance candle and people were just coming out of the woodworks.
It's fabulous. Good
Abundance.
work. Good work, Lena.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get when you pay in full, you get an hour session with her manifesting course, and my abundance candle. If you do the payment plan, you still get the 14 hours of bonuses, the 6 modules, the workbooks, the transcripts, the meditations, the affirmations, her
30-minute call.
30-minute call on her 4-part course. And so either way you win. And what else are we saying to you?
Make that money. Like,
Around
go
the
crush
coast
it
tonight
this
at
year.
midnight. Yeah.
Go crush it this year. Invest in yourself. And by the way, when you invest in yourself, like, you tend to make that shit back fast.
But is the reputation
And
of
it
course
always
has.
feels
Yeah.
scary to invest in yourself, and it's also how you up level by investing in yourself. Because once you realize, like, oh, I can do this, I can make this work, I can figure out how to pay for this or figure out how to make it work, you feel so resourceful and empowered that you did it for yourself. And I think that's like a super powerful move.
I agree completely. And yes. And I think things created in the way we create things created with a ton of inspiration, like infused into them, tend to grow with you. So like you'll listen to module 1 and feel and get certain things and listen 6 months and get different things. You know what I mean? It's intended to grow with you forever and carry you to many, many levels. And as I elevate into, you know, like, I don't know, I'm in multiple 6-figure months now. As I just continue to like do my thing and elevate, I add new bonuses from the vibe that I'm now playing in. So it gets better and better. Which is fucking good.
I wish we could do something funny, like I'd have them like touch the candle, or you could like touch the candle for them, or like record the, I don't know, we should have come up with something funny.
Touch the candle?
I don't know, the abundance candle. I was gonna be like, I'll have Amanda put her juju on it for you, but then we're not in person.
Well, I'm not the one shipping the candle. The supplier's shipping the candle.
I know.
I will say intentions over everyone's candles from a distance.
Okay.
I can do that.
Let's do some woo-woo shit for them. We'll just send you money vibes right now anyways. Okay, let's answer a question or two and then we'll go. Anyone have any questions? What does that say? I can't see. Hold, please.
Let me see if I can see one.
Ugh. Okay, any questions? Yeah. I made a vision board and a notebook. They're great.
Yay, vision board vibes. Hold on, be right back.
I'm going to be consistent with writing what I'm grateful for. I may not meditate as much. Listen to guided meditation. That's great. It's so expanding to hear stories of others manifesting through ways other than their job.
Oh, yes.
How can you live in a place in abundance from so much debt?
I have a video about that you can go watch. Go to facebook.com/exoamandafrancis and watch the video from Wednesday at the 12-minute and 40-second mark. I eliminate all fears around debt. It's going to be the best thing you've ever seen.
She's right. She's like, you said you're going to tell us how to manifest friendships.
We did. We became unavailable for everything else.
We got clear on who we wanted to be friends with, what kind of friends we wanted to call into our lives. And I think it's like anything. Get clear on what you want and make yourself available for it. And also start to embody the things that you want in friendships. Like if you want like high vibe friends, you have to be a match for that yourself. What else?
Feel the feelings of already having the friends you want. How would you feel if you already had that in your reality?
And it's just about choosing. It's just about like deciding that you want this in your life and getting clear on what you want and then making yourself available and putting yourself out there and being vulnerable. Like do things like connect with people, talk to people, be open to people.
I don't do that.
How did you make friends?
I just decided.
You just decided?
Uh-huh. I don't talk to strangers.
But
you know, how friendly am I?
How did we become?
When I don't want to talk to people.
We're working on that.
I just
like Amanda.
I don't know. I don't like being distracted by random people. I just decided that I got to.
Okay.
Like, okay, in my date, this is what it sounds like in my head. I have the best friends.
Mm-hmm.
I am unavailable for drama. I have good people in my life. It doesn't matter what people say about LA people. My friends are loyal and amazing and good-hearted, and I love them. And I just like, that is it, and that is so my reality. But when it wasn't my reality, I was journaling every day things like I have the best friends and I have the most fun social life and I love the people that are around me and I'm so loved and supported. I was like journaling it and feeling into it and affirming it before it was true.
Mm-hmm. And then what I love what you said, and this is I guess why it's hard to explain because these things become such a natural part of like how we do life. But it's like if people were to tell you, oh, you can't have, LA has no good people in it, and you would let that like block you from thinking that you could make friends in LA, that would be ridiculous, right? So you don't buy into any of those kind of limiting beliefs.
Well, you identify them as lies.
They're lies.
Yeah. Anything that doesn't feel good, any thought that doesn't feel good is a lie.
Yeah, and you create your own rules around everything. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna pin her IG profile.
XO Amanda Francis on Instagram. XO Amanda FRANCES.
And the link is in my bio
for the money course.
And you have to use my link to get my bonuses.
But if you forget and you don't use her link, you can just write assist@amandafrancis.com and we'll pin it to you. It's not hard to fix it if someone messes up on the link.
Yeah.
Neil, I really think you should go watch the debt video if that's something you struggle with. And I go really deep into this in the course, but I riffed on it a few minutes the other night on Facebook. But what I'll say really, really quickly is debt is not good or bad. Debt is a choice to pay something off over time. And when you stop viewing debt as bad and you focus on overflow, meaning more than enough coming in, that debt is naturally eliminated. So if you focus on debt, debt tends to increase. If you focus on more than enough, then debt can be eliminated. But I go into this in this video. And then there's a lot on it in the course. And that is all. I love you.
Dope. We love you. All right. Sending you money vibes.
Money vibes.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.